Am I underestimating Mitchell the Moose Hooper? So yesterday I posted my video for the Brogue Invitational predictions, and I don't want to spoil who I put second place and first place because you need to go and watch the video. It's a good video, it's had a good response, a lot of comments, a lot of likes, I've gained a lot of subscribers from it, so shout out to all of you. But a few of the comments said that I am underestimating Mitchell Hooper, which wasn't my intention, and it's also quite funny because I have now been told that I glaze Mitchell Hooper, not on my own video. This was a comment I left on somebody else's, and they said, "Oh, I need to stop glazing Mitchell Hooper." This was about a year ago, which is quite funny. And now I've been told that I underestimate him, so I don't know where I lie in terms of Mitchell Hooper ranking. I will just start this with saying that my predictions aren't going to change, okay? They are what they are, I'm happy with them. And maybe I have underestimated him slightly. We're going to take a look today. This is essentially, I'm not going to edit this one little bit. I'm going to crop it down so you can't see me set the camera up and you can't see me take the camera down. Simple. I'm going to start by saying this. There's a few reasons why I place him in third. Firstly, I would say is recency bias. So the likes of Lucas Hatton come in second place at Strongest Man on Earth. Of course, Mitch and Thor weren't there. Mitch come in third place at World's Strongest Man. Rayno Nell winning, Tom Stoltman beating him. And we have Thor pulling the 510 deadlift, which looked really easy and going on to win that show, so he's obviously in good shape. We have the likes of Bryce Johnson, who I've been really impressed with the last two shows. Paddy Haynes, who's on, he's had a really good year. He's had an incredible year. Tom Evans placed third at the Strongest Man on Earth. Trey Mitchell, these events are really good for him. And I think there's a few other athletes I've not mentioned, but they're all extremely good athletes. And we haven't seen Mitch since the Giants Live, where he finished 7th position, I believe it was. Contest, yeah, 7th out of 12 at the Giants Live Strongman Classic. Now, if we go back to the Brogue Invitational of last year, someone pointed this out in the comments, that Mitch essentially, on the overhead medley, only had to do the kettlebell to win. He won the show. It was 6 events, and he won by 10 points. He got a second place, third, first, second. Now, you had the likes of Hathor Bjornsson, Tom Stoltman, Evan Singleton, Thomas Evans, Matt Ragg, Bobby Thompson, Tristan Hoth, Luke Stoltman, Pavlo Kordiaka, top guys. You had top guys in that show. And even if we look at other contests, not just the Brogue Invitational, a lot of last year, so even the Arnold's 2025 Arnold's, it was close, but it wasn't close. Like, Lucas forced Mitch to have to do 1 rep. That's what Lucas did. It wasn't close though. The 2024 Giants Live World Tour Finals, he won by 3.5 points. Didn't do the last event. So 4 events he'd won. Let's look at the placings. Win. He won 4 events. Didn't do the last event. Won by 3.5 points. That is ridiculous. Before that, he won by 5 points. 10 people, 9.5, so shared first, won 9.5, shared first, 9, second, 9, second. 5 points over Trey Mitchell, who was in any other lineup would have walked away with that show. 100% would have walked away with that show. Mitchell Hooper, again, winning. He did 1 power stair to claim the win. This was 12 people. He came tied first, second, and then got 3 points in the last event, won by 4 clear points. I don't necessarily need to go much deeper into detail there. Now look, the thing with Mitchell Hooper is if he comes back in the form that he was in, in 2024, then I think he's untouchable. He posted a 212 push press on his Instagram, which is ridiculous. But I do believe the other guys have improved across the board and can knock him down on certain events. I do believe that's possible. However, he was arguably the closest to pulling 505 at the Giants Live World Deadlift Championships before this year. He's axle press world record holder, log press 210 maybe, which is right up there. Always good points. No one beats him on the yoke. Incredibly difficult to beat on farmers. Even arm over arm, loading races. Like, if you just look at the events and not the contests, then it's essentially second, first, third, second, first. Like, he's constantly in the top three. And top three, I should say. He's done 26 international contests. He's won 15 of them. He's been on the podium 24 times. Mitch Hooper, in terms of the Mitchell Hooper that we saw in 2024, will run away with the show because he'll come second to Thor on the deadlift. We then go into the Viking press where he'll come second probably. I think the likes of Tom Evans can beat him. But if he comes second on the deadlift, then he'll come out second last. He will trust that he can beat Thor in the Viking press. He will know what number he has to beat or what number he has to do to get top three, and he will do that. That is the thing with Mitch. I remember watching the Arnolds, and almost, I'm a fan of Mitch. I genuinely am a fan of Mitch because you're seeing somebody who is so good at the sport of strongman at every single event. It's something that we've never seen before. You have the likes of Mateusz Kieliszkowski, who is incredible at certain events, but he still has the weaknesses. Mitch comes in, nearly pulls a world record deadlift, hits a world record axle, and then still wins all of the moving events. And people will say, oh yeah, but he split jerked the axle. Of course he did. Of course he did, because he's a good athlete. That is the thing with Mitchell Hooper. But back to my point, what I was saying is that I remember watching the Arnolds, not this year, I believe it was the year before, and he was coming out for the frame, so where you walk the frame up the ramp. And I remember thinking, oh, if he drops it, if he doesn't get up there, then we could have a real show, because if he drops it, I think a few people had done it at the time, then, you know, he could lose a lot of points. But so we had Thor had done it in 8.4, Mateusz had done it in 8.7, essentially. Martins Lissis had done it in just shy of 15 seconds. And then you had a few people. Evan got right near the top of it. Who else got close to the top? Tom Stoltman got pretty close as well, over 8 meters. Alexei, 7.5 meters. So it was a case of, he's coming out near last on this event. He came out third last. Bobby Thompson and Thor came out after him. And it was a case of, he might drop this. He might drop this. His grip isn't the best. I believe he dropped it the year before and nearly, was it the year before? Yeah, he would have dropped it the year before because he got 14.6 seconds. But he came out 7.1 seconds, 0.1 away from the world record, I believe that is, or it might have been the world record, but I think the world record is 7 seconds. So beat the next closest, which was Thor, by over a second. Won the event. There was 11 people in this show. The Arnold Strongman Classic with Mateusz, Tom Stoltman, Hathor Bjornsson, Alexei, Evan Singleton, Martins Lissis. Like, Hathor, who's won, how many has he won? 3 or 4, I think. Maybe more than that. I could be wrong. Martins has won it. Mateusz has been on the podium multiple times. Bobby Thompson has been on the podium. He's come out third on the first event. Won the timber carry, won the Webster Stones, won the Apollon's wheels with 5 reps on the Apollon's wheels, by the way, which is ridiculous. And then came second place on the Stones of Strength, only losing to Mateusz, and I can't remember it. No, we did try the stone at the end because it was in front of Arnold, but he got what he needed to get second place in the event, which was 2 stones in a fast time. He did that, beat Tom Stoltman, and won the show by 11.5 points. So look, essentially what I'm saying is I am not underestimating Mitchell Hooper. I am well aware of what Mitchell Hooper is capable of. I want to see Mitch in top form. I want to see that. I genuinely, if Mitch is in top form, then that's great. That's great for the sport. However, I want to believe that other people are closer to him than they were before. I want to believe it's still going to be a battle. One of the great things about the Strongest Man on Earth this year is that it was a battle. We had it chopping and changing all the time. That's what makes a great strongman show. And I want to see that. I want Mitch to be involved in that. I want Thor, I want Tom, Lucas, Evan Singleton, Bryce Johnson, Trey Mitchell, Austin Andrade. That's one who I missed as well. He's got some really good events. Apologies, Austin Andrade. I want to see a battle. I don't want to see Mitch run away with it. For the record, this is the first strongman event that includes Mitchell Hooper that I have not predicted him to win. I predicted him to win the Giants Live, where he came 7th, because I said, you know what, I actually said essentially what everyone said to me in the comments is that people are looking at Mitch like, oh, you know what, he is beatable. I don't think he's going to win. I don't think he's going to win. And they've got a short memory in the sport of strongman. And obviously I've fallen victim to that as well. But I'm not underestimating him. I am hoping that it's going to be a close show. I'm hoping that the other athletes are closer to him in terms of strongman ability than they were a year ago. I'm hoping that he can come back and be at that same level that he was, but actually have to work harder. So, we'll see. We will see. Anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. A little bit more laid back this one. Just wanted to sort of not make a response. For the record, if you're commenting and saying that, that's absolutely fine. That's what I want from people. I want that. It gives me the opportunity to make more content. I love it. So comment below. Tell me I'm glazing him. Tell me I'm still underestimating him. Whatever you like. I appreciate each and every one of you. For now, go out and be great. I'm not Brian Shaw. See you later.